Hello. I am not quiet, you are quiet. You are the stinks. You are the stinker malinkers. There we go. Sorry, I was a little far away. I had to set the microphone up in just such a way because it's very unintuitive to drawing streams. Anywho, alright. Also, we got the Nightman. The Nightman is here. Do you have any idea how grand a time it is when the Nightman's there? It's true. It's what it's how he do. Alrighty, so I just have to set up some Muzaks. Shut up, Ender. I didn't have time to change the GIF wall. You don't gotta make fun of me. It's mean. You're a bully. You're a bully. Meh. Anyway, I have to set up some musics. Relaxing JRPG music to chill or sleep to. That sounds dope. Let's go with that. I'm sure it's a bunch of games I've never heard of, but you know what? That's okay. There's a couple I do know of in here. And that's good enough for me. Okie-doo, hokey-da. Alright, now. I am experiencing some technical difficulties when it comes to my drawing tablet in that whenever it is turned on, I lose access to my mouse. So, yeah, forgive me if something ends up being a little awkward and I have to, like, finagle something in order to make it work, or maybe it'll go without a hitch. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. We'll find out together. Point is, I just wanted to let you know that ahead of time. Alright. So, yeah, like, I need to turn the music on now. Okay, hang on. Okay. If I click on this, I am so tiny. Why? Why am I so tiny? Okay, you know what? Let's not even worry about it. Let's just, super mushroom that thing right there. Okay, sure. There we go. Let's just go ahead and fix that, I guess. Oy, I'm always shrinking and growing, and I don't know why. It's a mess. It's just a big mess, no matter how you look at it. Okay. Now that everybody is sufficiently... boy, ow. Okay, there we go. I was sitting on my own pant leg. The flow. Yes. I was micro travel size. Shut up, you dirkuses. All right then. So hit this, and then I'm gonna hit this. Okay. It shouldn't be too terribly loud. Knight, I'm going to need you to never say words ever again. I'm going to ignore what you just said, and we're going to move on. This seems like it's too loud. Hang on. Let me turn it down a little more. There we go. Okay. This is not Chrono Trigger. No. This is apparently Breath of Fire 3. Apparently. I'm not going to be able to check where every single song it comes from because, again, I won't be able to use my main monitor. I won't have my mouse anymore. Anywho, okay. I am now going to turn on the drawing tablet, and we're going to try and make something happen. Let's go! Let's freaking go! Nightstar can smell Breath of Fire 3 from 17 miles away. Because that's what he does. What the heck is this? Oh. It's Vice and Athena. Alright. Okay, so apologies if I'm a little quiet, I guess. I'll do my best. Alright, so I'm gonna need some reference for this strongest fairy. There we go. That'll do. Alright, so I feel as if shut up, Ender. I feel as if the obvious choice is, you know, for a thumbnail about, you know, lifting a boulder, maybe we should wait, you fixed the tablet issue? Oh, I see you didn't pay any attention whatsoever to me explaining that entire situation, not even 15 seconds ago. That's great! That's fantastic! God, why do I... Anyway, no, I haven't fixed it. Anytime my tablet is on, I can't use my mouse. At all. Like, okay, maybe you can see this. Hang on. Okay. Do you see it? No, you don't. Or maybe you can't. I can't tell. Do you see? No, I don't want to close the program. But do you see Gura just absolutely freaking out there? That's what happens. That's what happens whenever I try to have my tablet on, while also using mouse. It doesn't work. Yeah, I might not have fixed the issue. It's not like I started the stream explaining that. Anyway. Okay. Damn it. Ah. Okay, right. That button doesn't do that anymore. Okay, sorry. Okay. There's something seriously wiggity whack going on here. What the heck? I know about the DLC case? No, I didn't! No, I didn't, actually. Why is my cursor doing that? That's not good. If I use stabilization, does that mostly fix it? Yes, it does. Alright, then I don't need to worry. As long as I use proper stabilization and whatnot, everything will be fine. Okay, so... Actually, you know what would also be a really good reference image? The last time I drew Cirno. Why is Ender in a net? Who put him in there? The mental image of her holding the boulder like a spirit bomb. Tempting prospect indeed. Alright, so that's the last time I drew Cirno. She's just a little gal. Alright. So let's go ahead and... I hope Knight is still here, and that he didn't explode or something. That would really suck. Okay. The Genki Dama. Don't tell me how to Dama the Genk. Okay, I normally don't like using stabilization for my sketch layer, but if it's just going to get all funky wonky like that, I don't really get much of a choice, now do I? Someone slap Ender. He's being a dinkus malinkus again. Okay, there we go. Yes, this will do. This will do nicely. There we go. Cirno's got a round jaw. She's got the roundish. Because she's got some smallness to her, you see. And when you want to portray cuteness, generally you want to make them kind of roundish. Teddy Roosevelt knew that when he invented the bear, you see. Now let's see. Now admittedly, her holding up the boulder like a spirit bomb would make a lot of sense. And it would also make it easier for me to pose her. So I might end up just doing that. Why not? You know, in a lot of art I find of Cirno, she don't got no neck. Very silly looking, I must say. Not for real though. Nightstar, are you still here, buddy? Buddy friend? Buddy friend guy? Cool guy, buddy friend man? You still here? Are you still here? Do I need to panic? Do I need to scream and cry? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not afraid to look like an idiot on the internet. I've done it on a few occasions. Oh, there he is. Yay, he's still here. No, he didn't get struck by lightning. He choked on a ham sandwich. Oh, I'm bothering him. I should stop. I should leave him alone. I'm sorry, Knight. Let's see. She's got these kind of like these little poofy poofer sleeve 'em ups. Little poofers. There you go. There you go. Something like that. Little something like that. Honestly, her body itself could pretty much be exactly the same as my reference image. Just have her go, you know, dress a dress. No, it's fine. I just might be preoccupied, but I'm still here and have the stream on in the background. Oh, that's more than okay, dude. If you just need me to be like background noise or whatever, I'm totally chill with that. Alright, gotta remember her little collar redo. I'm pretty sure there's never been a single moment since I've known Maya where I haven't been background noise for her. That's like my whole thing. I exist to fill space. Hello, Ultrabot. I'm drawing the strongest valley. There we go. The strongest fairy has the poofiest sleeves. I've been having your Ace Attorney investigation LP as background noise, Lily. Yeah, exactly. See, I've recently come to a conclusion. This is something I've noticed about myself. And that would be the fact that I am Parmesan cheese. And that, generally speaking, you don't go to the fridge and open up the Parmesan and just get a big fistful and start chewing on it. You don't do that. No. You put it on stuff to kind of sort of enhance it a little bit, assuming you like Parmesan cheese. Maybe it's not your tastes, and that's okay, you know? But, like, people who do like it are like, yo, yeah, no, put some Parmesan cheese on my pasta, yo. And then, you know, it's like, oh, nice, that's great. And the pasta is like video games, you see. I think you understand what that means. I think the metaphor works. I think the metaphor works. Yes. Okay. I'll just go ahead and get her little feets. Her Cirno peats. There we are. Put a mound. You're just as important as the game. So saith the Peachy. But as we all know, Peachy is a very nice and benevolent creature. So in other words, video games are fun but bland without the addition of a good friend to bring out its best. Okay, look, don't be... Okay. You know, it's not like I was even saying that to be mean to myself, you know. I just treat myself as if I am an enhancement, rather than the main reason. You know? Which I think is a perfectly fine and acceptable thing to be. I got no issues with that. You goobers. There we go, okay. I think I might have gotten her proportions, honestly, maybe even a little better than before. Honestly. Something, a problem I had when I drew Cirno for the first time here was that I drew her, like, too properly proportioned. I don't have a lot of experience drawing, like, kids or smalls, you see. And it's a different beast from drawing, you know, other things. Like normally proportioned peoples. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have her hands up into a, wave them like she just don't care. I can watch you play games I don't like. You would make it enjoyable. Well, aren't you just a very nice Peachy? His little Cirno arms in the air like so. There you go. Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, if your hands were up like this, the thumbs would be pointing in the direction of where the audience cannot see them. Which, wouldn't you know it, sure makes this a whole lot easier for me. It sure do make things a little bit easier, I must say. Of course, text adventure games are fun. You know something I have a lot of trouble with when it comes to drawing? Wrists. I do my bestest. Boy, howdy do I be trying to do my best over here. Alright, let's see. So far, this isn't the worst sketch I've ever made in the history of my entire lifetime. However, let's see if we can do this. You know something I struggle with when it comes to drawing yet. Ah, Enderman. Oh. Ender T. Fenderman, the first of the Enderman Empire. You are a silly Billy. Y'all can draw, I just kind of eat it. Well, don't eat the paper, that's lesson 1 in art class. Don't eat the art supplies like a dingus. You dingus. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the play. Can it be an empire if I'm the first? Yes. Well, don't worry. With Sam by your side, you won't be the only in your line for long. He like it, the space lady. He like it, the space lady. Oopsies. Somebody botched it. It was me. Oh, I never said I wasn't predictable. Don't you worry about it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. This has improved her cernosity by 42%. It disappear for a second, come back to enter status. Incredible. Yep, that's what happens. That's what happens. Look, he was the one talking about his family line and lineage. He should have seen it coming. That's his thing. She caught a fish this big. She sure did. Alright, now we gotta make sure she is all adorably overconfident with everything that she do. As if to say, check it out, you stinky nerds. I'm the strongest fairy, and I just lifted this heckin' boulder! Stop talking, Maya. We're making fun of Ender right now, not me. This is not sass the me time. It's sass the Ender time. There we go. It's gonna more or less be the same expression. But you know what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with drawing the same pose more than once, I dare say. Quiet, you, KJU. Well, yeah, you wouldn't bother me poking no toads. Cirno's not the kind of gal that goes around poking frogs. She puts them in the deep freeze. Ordinarily, I try to make heads and not to, but considering her cernosity and everything, I can stop you very easily. I simply choose not to. I forgot her eyebrows! Ordinarily, a character doesn't usually fit all the way onto a thumbnail, but Cirno do be heckin' tiny. What killed the Ice Age? The dinosaur. Ah, dang, I messed that up. Classic. Classic from the past. You know who else is from the past? Nightstar. That guy's cool. Here we go. Now we kind of got to give Cirno this sort of ragamuffin-esque quality to her, you see. It's the sides of her hair kind of hug the sides of her face, like so. What killed the dinosaur? It was Carver. Oh, that's fair, actually. Yeah, he would. There we go. You know, something I've experienced and learned over my years of... Wait. This song is familiar. Anyway, no. Something I've experienced from my long history of drawing fan art of characters is that if you do it enough and for long enough, you will unquestionably subtly shift away from their official design in small ways, because it's just how you prefer to draw them, and that's okay. Because, like, I don't know if you probably don't know this, but the way I draw, like, Weiss's bangs, you know, with like the whole sort of like this shape for her bangs is technically never, that's never actually been how her hair has ever looked. It's my interpretation of how her bangs looked in the first few seasons, and it's not quite accurate, but it still looks like her, and it just kind of works, you know. And I could see myself, if I kept drawing Cirno a lot, I feel like I would definitely continue to make her hair all kind of scraggly. She adopted Kate's floppies. They're different. They're not one-to-one. It's not the same thing. Alright, now let's go ahead and get her big old ribbony to emphasize her cutosity so that everybody knows. I don't know how Cirno exactly would appreciate or react to being called cute. I get the overwhelming impression that's never really come up in her source material. It's my general understanding that she's generally just kind of bullied all of the time. So I don't think anybody would ever say that to her. So, who knows how that would go? Not I. Certainly not I. Alright. Now, we put a boulder the size of a large boulder in her Cirno hands. There you go. Make sure it's a large, medium-sized boulder. There you go. What tracks? What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot to ask. Now that you finished it, what would you say your favorite case from Dual Destinies? That you're fond of her. I mean, wait, what? Wait, who's fond of who? For what reason? What's happening? I have no idea what Maya's talking about, and she's going to need to clarify. She has forgotten she's dealing not with an ordinary friend, but a dum-dum. Also, my favorite case, I mean, dude, did you see the, did you see the whale case? Did you see it? Were you there? I loved every single case of Dual Destinies, but my god. My god. Cirno was eternally bullied. Oh. Well, now I'm feeling bullied, Maya. Why you gotta be like that? The whale did say fleet. Fleet. It was the best case. Absolutely. Alright, so. Obviously, we can't have her be that size, but there needs to be enough for people to recognize that, ah, yes, that do be Cirno from Toho, and she do be holding a very large boulder over her head. So something like this. I think... There we go. I think that works. As somebody who liked Turnabout Big Top, like, I guess you could say it's just a better version of it, but, like, I enjoy both. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon music is in this one! Hell yeah! Yeah, apparently I'm a very weird, I know the wings, she needs the wings, she needs her little wingy wings, her little spiky crystal wings. But I'm a very weird Ace Attorney fan in that I don't hate anything in Ace Attorney. And apparently, it's considered very abnormal for Ace Attorney fans to not hate something. Then again, quite frankly, that just kind of feels like every fandom, ever. It's like, oh, you're a fan of Thing? If you actually are, you'd know, and you would also share the opinion that this part of the Thing is terrible and stupid, and we mock it all the time, and I'm like, no, man, I thought that was pretty good. I make fun of Larry, and yeah, he's an obnoxious jackass, but, like, he serves a purpose. He's supposed to be an annoying jerk. Like, that's his whole point. Oh my god, okay. Hate is a strong word. I don't vibe with his jive, okay? His style ain't the kind of style that I be jamming with. And I also think his nicknames are terrible. Absolutely atrocious. He needs to up his nickname game. Because, like, I don't know, it's like, oh, you meet somebody and you go up to them, it's like, ah, yes, I do believe I shall call you the ass cheek. Like, why? Why are you singling out a single body part like that? It's dumb. It's stupid. Also, I've just never been a big fan of characters who are always like, look at me, I'm so cool with my guitar. And that's why it was so funny when it burst into flames. Like, yeah, okay, cool, we get it, you're cool. You know, real coolness is earned, not projected. Anyway. I'm ignoring Ender and his comments, specifically. Anywho. Also, I saw you say this a long time ago, and thank you. I'm glad you think the picture's coming out okay so far. Man, the Legend of Dragoon soundtrack is, like, the best. I feel like fans of Clavier, or whatever, or whoever his name is, I feel like even fans of him have got to say, God damn, when that guitar burst into flames, I was laughing for a month. Like, come on, that's just funny. The sacred rule of someone getting injured in the middle and laughing at it is dependent entirely on whether or not they're okay by the end. Nothing bad happens. His guitar was just on fire. He didn't get hurt, so it's okay to laugh. It's just how it works. I don't make the rules. You think Maya makes the rules? She doesn't. She might tell you she does, but she don't. Favorite breakdown? I mean... let's be completely real with ourselves. Despite there being a lot of fantastic breakdowns in the series, like... the end of Trials and Tribulation is definitely going to always probably be the best one, but the end of Dual Destinies comes respectably close. It does very well. It gets there. Simple as that. Maya, on my end, basically you said I hate Clavier, and then the very next thing you say on my timeline is, I wonder if my comment got held up. So... make of that what you so will. Get that all figured out in your Hungary. She posted it in general. I would love to see it, but I literally cannot move to my other monitor to see it. As I would have to turn my tablet off. Oh, but it's gonna bother me. Okay, hang on. Turning it off. Hang on, let me see. What did she say? Maya talking about cat girls, and then... Okay, but you can't tell me you've never called Nightstar the ass cheek once in your life. You know what? No. You're right. I can't. I can't say that I've never called him that. Now, can I specifically point out a moment in time when I did? No. But that's just because I've called him everything at least once by this point. Why am I here? My big ass face is on my tablet now. Get out of here, face. No one wants to look at that. It was my PNG tuber software. It was massive. And up in my biz. I was looking foolish. Looking utterly foolish. Why would you laser me? What did I do wrong? I don't know what I did to offend the great and powerful Enderman this day. But I apologize. And I hope that one day we can be friends again. I'm going to have to earn his forgiveness, though. For I have wronged him in the worst of ways this day. And I must repent. We were oh my goodness, he said we friends, he forgive. Good news, everybody, the Enderman has forgiven me. 'Tis a joyous day indeed. Here we go. And we just give her little ribbons, some floopies. I think this counts. Yeah, this is a ribbon. She just wears multiple ribbons. Because she's Cirno. And the strongest fairy can have as many ribbons as she dang well chooses. I wonder what song this game is, this song is from. It's giving me Goemon vibes, but that's not a JRPG. So I ain't one hundo on that one, home skillet. That's why they call Maya the Baconator Supreme. I don't know where. I have no idea where I was going with that when I started talking. I seldom know what it is I'm about to do before I do it. It just kind of happens, and I hope for the best. I quietly hope for the best. Sometimes I loudly hope for the best. There we go. That's a proper Cirno sleeve. Now, if we could just do that exact same thing again. I think that'll work. Probably. I don't see anybody loudly yelling at me about it, so... Booyakasha. As a very large turtle once said. Man, my mind is blanket on the song that plays during daytime in Persona 4. You mean the one that goes, heartbreak, heartbreak, oh, yeah, Or are you talking about the one where it's all, to kill a puppy? You know which one you on about? There's a couple. Or maybe those are the same song. I don't know. All I know is that mishearing lyrics is funny. The second one. Oh, yeah. Kill a puppy. they're the same, but that was the lyric that comes to mind. It better be! It's the funny one. It appears I've botched one of her poofy sleeves. I'm going to have to fix this. I'm going to have to pay for my various crimes. I apologize to all of you for what happened this day. Oh, here's a fun thing that happened today. I have a new chair. The chair that I got to replace the chair before it that constantly snapped back and made me fall, had completely gone kaputskis, and I was basically sitting on a sharp metal object for the past 6 months, and it really hurt. What if you just make those her arms? What are you talking about? But anyway, I got a new chair, and it's so much more comfy now. It feels so much better. I tried to make the old chair work by like putting like blankets and stuff on it, but it only helped so much, and it kind of made this weird ramp situation where I would constantly slip off and just, ugh, it was the worst. But yeah. Oh yeah, also, I was leaning against it, like, I used the arms of my chair to help me, you know, get out of my chair. So, what happened was, I put both my hands on it, and I start lifting myself up to stand up. And then one of the arms snapped off, and I tumbled, just off and onto the ground with a large metal chunk, in my hand. So, yeah. And yes, this is Trails music! I noticed. I'm sorry, I was telling the story about me falling out of my chair. Shout out to anybody who watched me play Trails in the Sky. You a real one. You know the glory that is Bestel. Maya gets a pass. She wants to play the game herself, and I accept this. So is the third one gonna... Maybe. Friggin' maybe. Peachy is a rare breed of lady type who watches all my dang video. Yeah, you do look forward to it. Yeah. I think one of the most satisfying experiences really was just Nightstar getting so into Trails in the Sky. It's like, holy crap. Hang on, hold up. This is actually, like, really good. Like, I knew it was good. I had no reason to think it wasn't good. But now that I'm, like, seeing more of it, I'm like, whoa, hang on. Hold up. No, Ender, you're not a bad friend who doesn't watch enough. You're employed. You have a job. And you can't spend all of your free time watching a dork on the internet play video games. And I accept this. I accept this about you. If it's a game you really super duper ultra mega really want to see me react to, then it makes sense that you would make time for it when you can. But like, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe 10 years from now, you'll be like, dang, I suddenly have a lot of free time and like nothing to do. I guess maybe I'll watch this ancient-ass Let's Play I never watched. And then you'll be like, whoa, dang, yo, that was a pretty good game. And then you would, like, defend the Ender or something. I have it on pretty good authority that that's something you do sometimes. Considering the fact that there's gonna be a big-ass bowel there in our hands, I think we can get away with just doing this. 'Tis not the most elegant of solutions. Well, I'm certainly not going to tell you, Mitchell, that you have to watch my videos, but I admit, it's slightly weird to me that you would even be here if you didn't. If I'm being entirely real. Not sure what the deal with that is. But, you know, I ain't one to judge. There we go. Gotta give Cirno her buff baby arms. Boulder feels conflicted about being lifted by a little fairy girl. I get that. I get that joke. I don't have a whole lot to say about Avatar in general. But Toph is good. I know that's the coldest take known to man, but, you know. It's like, wow, I can't believe Toph is, like, the best character. That's not something literally everybody thinks. Other than people who just, I guess, go out of their way to be contrarian. Actually, Combustion Man is the best character. Yeah, well, he blew up. Also, had an idea for sequel year. You could play Pikmin 3, so that way you'll be closer to finally being able to play 4. Yes. Pikmin 3. Yeah, suppose that is something I'm gonna have to play. I have a plan. The boulder is over his conflicting emotions. I like that was clearly just professional wrestling and that they're chill. But yeah. Whenever I get around to Pikmin 3, I have an idea for a double feature. Let the captains in 3 start because they don't want shiny thing. I understand that apparently, and it's weird, apparently, I learned later in life that apparently, despite the fact that I've always been under the impression that everyone thought that Pikmin 2 was by far and away the single best game in the franchise, I am apparently wrong. And everybody thinks it's actually the bad one. And I'm very confused by that, but whatever, I don't care. I'm going to stick by my opinion. Pikmin 2 is the best one. And I just liked everything about it. It was such a great game, and I liked the way it did everything. And I was expecting, oh boy, finally, new Pikmin. It's going to be just like 2, but even more. And then it was literally nothing like 2 in any shape, way, or form. And I was like, oh. Okay. And like straight up, like I'll never forget when I got to the end of Pikmin 3, and I was like, oh boy, it's time for the game to actually start now, just like in Pikmin 2. Game's over. Can't even return to your file. Oh. Okay. And I'm sorry that I find collecting bottle caps and derelict technology to be more interesting than finding kumquats! Boy! Anyway, feels like every Pikmin fan's either a fan of 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. That's interesting! Wait, are you saying that fans of Pikmin 2 are fans of Pikmin 4? Because I actually don't know jack about Pikmin 4 other than apparently it takes place in an alternate timeline for some reason. I don't know what that's all about, but like, I'll get to that at some other point. Yeah, see? Mitchell gets it. But anyway, Ender. Maybe this will help you feel a little bit better. The double feature that I have in mind is actually playing 2 games that I want to give another try. I want to give another real chance. So when I do play Pikmin 3, I'm not going to be a big stinky stick in the mud at all. I'm going to be like, okay, Pikmin 3, my expectations were weird and off base. Let me take you in for what you are. And let's try again. And I have another game that's exactly like that, where it's like, okay, you know what? You didn't meet the expectations that I had for you. But maybe that's on me. Maybe I need to meet you on your own terms. Let's try again, you and me. Let's see if we can make this work. That is my plan for a double feature in the future. I don't know when, at all, but eventually. That is my plan. Anyway, Pikmin 4 is much closer to 2 than it is to 3, to say that much. The pattern has shown oddly consistent where I've looked. Well, that's very interesting, actually. I'm very curious about that. Maybe that thing I just said will be mildly interesting to some of you. I have no idea. Like, hey, that's a pretty decently nice idea you got there, Mr. Man. Maybe everyone's all like, man, I'm like making tacos. What'd you say? But who are you? How'd you get on my computer? And you know what? That'd be a very fair thing to say. And think. Alright, now it's time for me to stand up for a brief moment. Anyway, drunk Cirno, she's a fairy and she's strong. It is. I honestly thought that thing I said would have actually made Ender feel a little bit better, but I guess not. I apologize. Hang on, I have to stretch my back. I'm in pain. Ow! That was a lot of snapping and cracking it just did. Oh! Okay. Ow. My spine. Okay, now it's time for her fairy hair. It's like fairy floss, but, you know, hair. Feel better about what? You have your opinions. No, I mean, I thought, because I said I was gonna give it another try and be cool and everything was gonna be dandy. Alright. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Give it a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. Her stylish Cirno hair. Alright. Mind if you ask a question about my art? I suppose there's nothing stopping you. You may do so. Be forewarned, I could end up crying, if it's mean. But, you know, as long as you go in knowing that, then, like, yeah, go ahead. That big bang down the middle of the head. You always gotta have it. Aya's got one of them. Just ask her. And she'll be all like, wait, what did you just say? I wasn't paying attention. It was in the middle of the thing. Do I take commissions? Sometimes I do. Not all the times, but sometimes I do. I'm not currently at the moment. That's really where this is going. The anime bang? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was like, what the heck is he talking? What the heck's an anime bang? You confused me with your ender words. See? That's exactly what I thought. I was like... like, just ask Maya. She's not paying entirely attention right now because she's busy and doing something. And I was right. Ooh, this is a jazzy little number. Ooh, I like this one. Can everyone in the chat make a sassy comment about the thing I just read on screen right now so that I don't have to? For the love of God, I need everybody to say something about that. That is the most insane thing anyone has ever said to me. Oh. yeah, you know. No. I've drawn her over 100 times. Because I'm a big fan of Boba Fett. Come on! Oh my god. Yeah, that was a comment and a half. Criminy. Anywho, okay. Let's go back and give her bow. There we go. It took me a minute to notice. Yeah, no. Hits you like a cement block. That hits me like a cement block through a Radio Shack window. Kids these days don't even know what Radio Shack is. You could buy electronics. The fact that it didn't even appear on the stream. It didn't? Oh, now it looks like I'm a crazy person. I mean, people were always thinking it, but I didn't want to confirm. Man, that's unfortunate. Man, I sure hate that that's happening now. I wonder if I can recalibrate my drawing pad or something, because that shaking thing is weird. It appeared in the chat, not the on-screen chat. Yeah, that's what I imagined. That's the general idea of what I thought you meant when you said what you said, and you did what you did, and you mayed what you mayed, and then you sassed up the place. She's doing the fairy vibration technique. Go, Cirno, go! She's too strong for the drawing tablet. Ah, she's breaking through. Oh, Cirno, you're so strong. Alrighty, daddy, do. Now let's get this boulder into her Cirno-y hands. The strongest. Whoa. That's weird. Don't do that. Look, here's the thing, drawing tablet. I understand that you're going through something, and you might be on your death's door at this moment. I might have to replace you in the near future. But if you think I'm not going to brute force you through the month of lice, then you have another thing coming. You don't get a goddamn choice in the matter, okay? I'm going to continue to draw. And you are going to facilitate me drawing, no matter what. I will march into the bowels of hell and rip your soul out of Satan's hands, alright? I will hold you together with gum and duct tape if I have to. There is nothing that's going to be stopping me from making this happen. I don't care what weird little tweaks and odd bodkins you constantly be spewing forth. I'm not messing with that. Interesting thing to ponder, Peachy. In the year of sequels, any sequel is possible. As long as I played it, you know, as long as I played something, you know, of that series before. Ender be all like, hey, that reminds me of a quote from someone who's better at talking and doing the thing. Regale us with this cool quote from someone who's better at talking than me. Which I have for both. It's true. I have. So anything is possible. At no point did I say, well then just tell us what the quote is, you nerd! Take it, okay, It's not a good quote from someone else? What you seemed pretty confident at the time, and I believe you, so... Yeah, tell us what it is! Regale us with your Ender facts. Tell me, or I'll get ornery. There we go. I knew drawing Cirno herself would not be a complex matter. End of wisdom? Oh, you were... No, that got auto-translated. Probably just Ender wisdom or something. There we go. I was this close. I was chest up out of the pits. I could feel fresh air on my face for the first time in months, and then the devil grabbed me by the butt cheeks and hauled me back down. That is a good quote. Perhaps one day. One day in the far-off future, I'll also get to say cool stuff. The kind of stuff that people would go, dang! I'm gonna remember that. Other than the one time I managed to do it when I played Bayonetta back in, like, 2013. Because I'll admit, it was a pretty good quote, but damn, I was kind of hoping I'd have at least one more in the past 13 years. Do I have to point at the montage channel? The montage channel? What's the montage channel? Should I scream and panic? Jump out through the window, perhaps? Contact Gavin? You have no idea how many of your lines from It Takes Two live rent-free in my head. Maya? I say this not to be mean to myself. Please tell me one of the lines I said that lives rent-free in your head. I just want to know one. Yeah, the Ace Attorney's franchise does tend to seem to bring out the best in me at times, which is nice. Spread out some tiny little legs. A little Cirno leggy. There you go. That is one drawn Cirno. I wonder if it looks any good when I turn the sketch layer on. That doesn't look terrible. That doesn't look bad. I think I may have successfully drawn Cirno today. Wonderful. And merge those layers. Hell yeah. I sure hope that if Maya is in fact saying one of the quotes, it didn't get eaten by the YouTubes. I suppose we will see in due time. She's trying to help his self-esteem! Stop her! That's YouTube for you, baby. No, do not. Do not. Do not accidentally close the whole thing. That would be mucho bad times for your homeboy. Mucho bad times, if you know, you know. There we are. Okay, I think I took care of all the snipers. Bang. Well, when you put me on the spot like that while I'm trying to fold laundry, it's gonna take a sec. I see. I see, says the blind man as he pulls out his saw. I see the game we're playing this day. Alright. Seems like some of you guys actually do have a line or two that were from, you know, not over a decade ago. That makes me happy. Oh my god. Okay. Is it just me or should Cirno, considering the whole being in the snow thing, should she be paler than this? I should probably repaint her. Let me erase this unnecessary colors. There we go. Okay. I see as the blind man pulls out his seesaw as he get crushed by a big loving. Okay. All right. I was kind of hoping that my lines would make me look kind of cool, rather than comedic things I belt out as I die. I'm horrified and mildly disgusted by their existence, but I didn't want them to die or get hurt. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take those. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to save. Because my tablet seems to be very interested in making my, not making my, but making my, cursor fly off the handle and attempt to close the program altogether. Thank God it asks if you're sure if you want to do that. This song has an interesting instrument in the background. I wonder which one. What instrument is offending the Enderman? I am left to ponder what I have done to upset his face, and what I can do to make it right. Keeping my friend despite my multiple ineptitudes? I wonder if you're able to put up with my multiple ineptitudes. And I suppose there's no choice but for us to be the goodest of friends. I'm quite happy to hear that. Ah! Why? Stop it! Whoa! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Ugh. One quote I remember well. And yes, I did keep a chicken in my pants the whole adventure. What happened? I think... Look, I'm sure I'm not the first or even the 50th or so person to ultimately do what I did. But the fact that I literally kept that... Damn... Stop trying to close the program. The fact that I kept that chicken in my inventory without acknowledging it a single time. God, that was the best. I'm proud of that stupid joke. Anyway, yeah, my mouse freaked the ever-loving hell out and tried to close the software. Pay it no mind. I'm sorry about that. Is that really the only one? Oh, okay. No. There we go. Her Wibbin also has the blue. There we go. Okay. Eat my mouse. No. I need that. We'll do no such thing this fine day. Called out for the chicken thing because I know I brought it up a few times. I just remember... I remember Knight being mildly annoyed by it. Are you ever gonna bring it up? The Mega Man 7 why they rant? Oh my god. You know, it's always interesting when you guys bring up things and I'm like, I don't remember what it is I did. Is that when I started talking about like a frozen yogurt man or something? I can only imagine that moments just kind of read and feel different depending on whether or not you're watching it or the fact that like if it's saying, I mean, I said something in the moment, then it's like I'm not gonna remember it as vividly as somebody who watched me say it. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I like when people enjoy my art. Okay, nope. Once again, I'm going to ask you to stop trying to close my program, please. Also, stop undoing things I do. That's very annoying. You don't want me to design Robot Masters. Look. When I'm not about to badmouth myself. I'm not saying a negative thing about me or my work or my capabilities. I'm just saying that, strictly speaking, I'm better at drawing things of the cute girl sort. When it comes to drawing literally anything else, I'm not as experienced. So if you're like, hey, could you design like 8 robots? Like, I could try, but I don't know if it would go very well. Also, hey, this is a familiar sound. This is a familiar little tune. I wonder where this song could be from. Who knows? A mystery, I guess. There was this huge rat and I froze it and it died. Your explanation requires further explanation. Wait, where was that from? Wait. I remember that. What was the context? Wait, hang on. Why am I having such a hard time remembering where that came from? I remember saying that. Oh no! Because I think I said that out of context deliberately in text form, I think. Yeah, my Ace Attorney conversation. Right. Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. I remember it now. I was explaining to Knight what it is I did, and he was so confused. You still watch those Ace Attorney conversations? I need to make another one, but I need to be funny again. I need to have a funny conversation with a friend. Yeah, you remember that. Also, Knight, I hope you appreciate the song that's playing here. Anyway, that and your Color Debate are two of my favorites. They're pretty good. Although, we all need to give Knight a substantial amount of credit for him just absolutely banging out the most perfect version of Duck Hunt the movie that was ever going to exist. That thing felt like it was a real-ass thing that could have totally been made. You've had like 10 billion. Well, I need to think about what the right time. Probably make a few of them, but honestly, we've had such good ones with DMs. That much is true, Maya. Perhaps that will happen. The problem is I need to remember, I need to think of doing so at that exact moment in time after a conversation happens. Oh yes, Duck Hunt the movie! Let's go! Because that is peak. We're making a video game movie, but we don't actually give half of a rat's ass about the source material at all. Okay. Maya, if/when I decide to turn one of our conversations into a Ace Attorney video, you get to be fancy. You have earned this right. I wish I could help, but I'm not. Shut up, Ender. I will slap you in the business. And then you'll be no business Jim. And no one will want to do that. But yes, Ender. You may be. You may be this. Very much works out that way. Crossberg. I mean, if you want Crossberg, you can be Crossberg. Ooh, my hemorrhoids. Yeah, she would. That's a good point. No, stop it, stop it, stop it. Sometimes it decides to just undo the last thing I did. Very annoying. Very uncool of you. You forgot one of her bangs? What do you mean? You mean the fact that I missed coloring one? Yeah, I noticed and I was in the middle of attempting to color it. Would you stop trying to close my goddamn program? Nothing is going to stop me from arting, goddammit. Oh, and it undid the coloring in that I just did. Thanks for that. Okay. Stop it. How do you even do that? For some godforsaken reason, every now and then it's just like, bloop, undone. And if I don't notice that it gets undone, then I'm gonna like gaslight myself. It's like, did I color that? I thought I colored that, but then it undid itself. And then it shrunk and tried to close itself again. Oh my god. Whoa, settle down. Jesus. I think it undid a little on the left too. It sure did. Thank you, Maya. At least you guys are physically present for what the hell's going on here. It's just doing this stuff on its own. I have no control over any of this. Okay. Okay. We're back. We're back and we're making it happen. We're coloring in Cirno's hair. Okay. Scanning over the entire situation. It's working. Everything's fine. Cirno is colored in. Okay. I may now move on to the next part of her body. Like so. There you go. Okay. Marty trying to eat your tablet. God damn it, Marty, you jackass! I've had quite enough of that godforsaken alligator's bullcrap. Okay, that's interesting. Don't do that. Got to color in her bright, beautiful eyes. The eyes that come from the strongest fairy. You know what? I'm gonna save again. Yeah, and whoop. Alright, we're shrinking. We're attempting to close it. Okay. It's weird. If I like... Yep, okay, cool. Stop it. Alright, yep. Open back up. Thank you. Okay. Oh, hey, it undid the things I put in for the eyes. Cool. Oh, hey, it uncolored her mouth, too. Cool. Oh, hey, it uncolored some of her hair. Cool! Okay, that is getting old. Please, stop doing that. Color her hair. Okay. Now. These are on the wrong tab. Before anyone says it, yes, I'm aware that the mouth coloring is gone. I'm entirely aware. I'm gonna get to that, I promise. Woo-wee, my lower back is not happy right now. Ow! Okay. Okay. There. Got that going, we got that going now. Let's color in her eyes. And now, we're gonna color in her eyes as soon as it lets me zoom in. There we go, okay. A whole new one for that. This. So. the Bakugan champion. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. You don't have trouble with me. I'm just a little guy. You're the protagonist. I'm not the protagonist. You got nothing to worry about. Thank you for reminding me of that, Ender. I actually really needed that. God, you know what? I say, I'm with other people on this one. My Bakugan Let's Play is one of the best things I ever made. I freaking love that Let's Play so much. It's so good. Now I'm remembering all the times that the best Bakugan players in the world just freaking yeet their goddamn things off the stage. Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much. I'm glad some of you agree. I don't know what Knight is shook about. I'm pretty sure he enjoyed that Let's Play too. Last I checked it. It was a pretty great time. Yeah. Nice. The Night Star review is it. 3 out of 5. I didn't want to die. Okay, cool. That down on me. Okay, and I see it's decided to do that. You. Okay, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that to me. Don't be doing that to me. Yeah, you did yeet me down that Bakugan rabbit hole, and I appreciate you. On a conceptual level, I just appreciate you. Oh, more Legend of Dragoon music, let's go! It's interesting that they chose, of all the songs they could choose, they chose 2 of the most, like, the songs that play during, like, depressing moments. Like, JRPG music to chill out and sleep to. A man dies when this song plays. It's not a spoiler if I don't explain who. Any progress on the compilation? No, Rush is curious. It's intensely slow. I'm so sorry. In between all of my drawing and recording, putting together the compilations it's not easy. I have every intention of still making it happen. I promise with all that I am that I'm going to get it done before the next one needs to be made. I promise. Nope, don't close the program. Still coloring. I'm still coloring. Okay, cool. I see you have replaced my spray can with an eraser for some reason. That's different. That's different. I'm still gonna make you watch more Bakugan, Nate. It's gonna happen. Cirno can lift. She is strongest. There we go. I know getting clips is harder for you. YouTube has made it really, really difficult. To the point where I honestly... I don't know if anybody's even going to bother anymore attempting to clip things anymore, because it's not easy anymore. You need to put in, like, timestamps and everything, and it's... just a big thing. Okay, whoa, okay. I see you undid everything I just did. Okay, program, that's cool. Can I have those back, please? Thank you. Okay. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do a compilation of whatever comes this year or not. Because if people don't give me clips, then I can't do anything. Like, we didn't even get anything from Cirno, because Peachy is the only one who would ever clip any of the streams. Has a hard time doing it now. Nope, still not asking to close the program. Don't be doing that mess. Alright. Now the boulder. Ender, Ender, you are literally the reason why there are any Ace Attorney clips at all. I appreciate you immensely. But you're not going to watch every single Let's Play that comes out after this. And I would dare not expect that of you. Well, I appreciate that, Maya. I suppose later down the line, like, towards where I need to, like, start putting them all together and stuff, I can be like, hey guys, we're missing stuff from this. So if any of you have, like, a spot of time and see anything that happens, then, you know, you'd be doing me a heck of a favor, y'all. Okay, stop that. Stop switching to the eraser. There we go. There we go. No, stop. No, don't close the program. Open back up. 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 There it is. Oh, hey, you switched the eraser again. That's really cool. Hey, you're trying to close the program. That's really cool. He said, lying. It's actually very upsetting. Boy. Ugh. It's also hard when I'm just so goddamn funny. You claim as such. Okay, thanks for that. That was really cool. I love that. I was just trying to turn the skin layer back on. God. Now Nightstar is saying I'm funny? I don't think all of you would lie. But I still have to openly admit to being baffled by your opinions. Oh my god. Please let me finish this drawing. Just let me finish it. There. Fuse the layers together. Thank you. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Now, we copy. We paste. No, we copy. We paste. There we go. Down there. Do this so we can get my... I don't know, it's becoming a bit of a weird trademark of my art, is that I kind of make my drawings glow. I originally started doing it just to make them pop out a little more, but I don't know, I just kind of like the way it looks. No? Okay, cool, you undid everything I just did, that's great. Okay, put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Thank you, okay. Now, no! Stop. Every time I move my pen away from the screen, it goes bananas. I just want to stand up for a second because my back hurts. Ah, my back. I'm sorry for all of the Windows noises. I can't stop it. My back hurts. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Oh my god. Okay. There. Now stop getting rid of the glow. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn the tablet off for a second so I can grab a background for this. Okay, if I type in Cirno back... Oh, maybe, hang on, no. Toho Snowy. Like a... Let's see. Oh, this is from the Spriter's resource. This could work. Okay. Yeah, we'll use this. Okay. Get in the tub. Get in the tub. Get in the tub. Just get in the tub. I swear to God. Okay. Now. Bust out this. It's from the Spriter's resource, so I know it came from something that isn't AI. Thank God. Here we go. That looks nice. Okay. Now we just need to blur this son of a something up something fierce, so that Cirno stands out. It sucks that these become such a massive problem these days. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that apparently it's from some Toho game somewhere. I don't know. I don't know which one. I haven't the slightest idea. Okay. Very good, very good. Now that we've got Cirno being strong. Now the one and only issue that we have is the fact that I don't have a clean rip of the logo of the game. Even the really awesome website that Maya gave me that has like tons and tons of them does not have one for this game, which makes sense. It is like next level super duper niche. Yeah, I caught you ahead on the bell curve on that one there, my friend. Yeah, no, I checked. It was the first place I checked before I even started the stream. So I'm going to have to just sort of, kind of jerry-rig one. So hang on. Cirno lifts a boulder logo. Unless the devs decided to post it somewhere and it pops up. Oh wait, hang on. We might have one. We might actually have this. We do! Yo, guys. Oh, we lucked out big time. Hang on. Yo, I don't have to actually make one. Thank goodness. Oh, that is lucky. I mean, technically you have the title already. We have Cirno lifting a boulder. Yes, this is true. This much is accurate to the facts. This isn't even the only drawing I'm going to be making today, because I got to do my next Weiss drawing. But I'm going to force it to work. Cirno lifts a boulder. Oh, and you know what? I can actually be a little fancy or different the way I present it, because I don't need to make room for a number, so it's a one episode thing, so I can have it be like right here. I can just put it right here. Yeah! Although I will move Cirno a little bit more to the left. There we go. It's Cirno lifting a boulder. It's Cirno lifts a boulder. Hell yeah! There we go. Okay. Whew. Earthbound? Huh. Earthbound. Alright. Wait, what's wrong? Hey, hang on. You're trying to undo everything I just did. I saw you. I saw you, game. I saw you, nasty crime animal. Your glow got left behind. It did? What? Sure? Hang on. No, freaking, it did. Wow. Thank you for pointing that out, actually. Hang on, I can fix it. No, it's called Earthbound. It's a video game. It's pretty popular with the kids. Thank you for pointing that one out, Maya. That would have looked very silly. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a bunch of layers so that if it tries to undo everything, there. Wait, what happened to the background? Right, I closed it, so that would happen. Okay. 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 Hard to nose against the snow. You are right. You know what? That actually gives me an idea. Although Nightstar seems to think that this came out pretty good, and I appreciate that a lot about the fact that he would say that. Let's see. What if I do a different color? What if I give it a dark blue? Let's just see what that looks like. Cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to color, please. Cool. That's not what I wanted. Or is it? I guess it is. Huh. That doesn't look right. Yeah, we'll stick with the white glow. It's fine. This looks really nice, by the way. Thank you. This is good. Oh, I'm glad you guys think so. Okay, I'm gonna save it to make sure that nothing terrible goes down. There we go, and there. Turn off the tablet. There we go. Move the microphone. Flip it turnways, like so. Put it like that. There we go. That's a successful thumbnail right there. It's amazing. It was always going to be good. You guys are too damn nice to me, I swear. But I appreciate you all. I really do. Yes, you do need to play Earthbound at some point, and by some point, I mean right now. Get out of here and go play it right this goddamn second. Do it. Do it. Do it, nerd. Do it. Do it. Do it! Okay. Now that we've established that Becky should do it, we are... Shvoop, and shvoop. Ta-da! There we are. Thank you all so very, very much for just being here and for helping me get through the tech difficulties and whatnot. I appreciate all of yous. And yeah, from this point on, that's just going to be what I do. I don't, like, every time I finish a stream and I'm, like, a game for a stream, the following stream will be drawing a picture for it. I assure you, we can be nicer. No, you're good. Oh, does this mean you gotta make room for Athena on my wall? I do need to attempt to do that. If I can ever get a hold of Colleen ever again, I could get her to draw her. That'd be nice. Or a different artist. I guess I just gotta get an artist to commission. I could commission some art for her and slap that on the wall or something. That's definitely something I do need to do. I don't know what I did to make Orb cry, but I'm sorry. Anywho. But yeah, no, I need to get some Athena art up in here. I have an idea for something I do want, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thank you. And hey, we only dropped 118 frames total. That's not bad at all. All right, then. Yeah, sometimes these streams are going to be a little short, depending entirely on what it is I end up having to draw. Cirno is not the most complex, so it worked out very well. And, yeah. Athena art. Yeah, so I'll figure out what it is we're going to be playing next week, and you'll know about it ahead of time and all that good stuff. Thank you all once again for joining me. You're all very cool. Oh my god. Oh god, drawing that dude would be such a pain in the ass. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I am Dunny with the funny. I will see you all again very soon. I'm glad you liked it, Night. I'll assume Maya does too. But, you know, she's folding laundry. For the past hour. Girl's got a lot of pants. See you next time. Woo! She does have a lot of pants. Called it.